You see these passing clouds? They are like every situation. They come and they go. You are the clear sky, and these clouds are your situation. Eventually, they'll clear up, and you will have a clear sky. Everything passes. Assalamu alaikum, beautiful people. I thought a change of scenery was mandatory. It was about time. So today we were going to talk about depression, but we're going to talk about it in a way that we don't get depressed. So there are a few things that I want to talk about when I talk about this. जिसमें ये है कि there are two aspects of fighting with depression. One is through your mind and the other is through your body. When you get sick or when you get physically harmed or when you're threatened, you fight it off with your body. You either save yourself or you take medication or you do physical things or you use a weapon. You use something to save yourself when it comes to physical harm. What do you do when you're having emotional harm or emotional distress or emotional or mental illnesses? इसमें भी दो चीज़ें चलती हैं, आपकी फिजिकल भी है और आपकी मेंटल भी है. Going back to the video you just saw, the little clip, first of all we're going to talk about the mind. That's part A of this video. In that, what we talk about is that everything has a time limit. कोई भी चीज़, these things are supposed to, there are three things that you have to keep in mind when it comes to your fighting with depression with your mind. So there are three things. The first thing is that know that you have a time limit. Everything has a time limit. Good things have a time limit, bad things have a time limit. उस वक्त आपको वो बहुत बुरी लग रही होती हैं और वो बहुत मुश्किल होती है, आपको वो सिर्फ 2 सेकंड गुजारना, 2 दिन गुजारना, वो एक रात गुजारना, वो एक मोमेंट गुजारना इतना मुश्किल होता है कि आप नहीं कर सकते. तो आप सोच भी नहीं सकते कि मैं आगे इससे कैसे बढ़ूँगा, इससे आगे भी कुछ है कि नहीं. लेकिन जस्ट नो कि जैसे खुशी आती है और जाती है, वैसे ही गम, मुश्किलें, तकलीफ़ें, परेशानियाँ आती हैं और चली जाती हैं. Eventually they will pass. Knowing that they have a time limit and this will end someday is important. And it takes me back and it takes me to my second point, which is not losing hope. मायूसी या नाउमीदी बाकायदा एक गुनाह है. आप अल्लाह से बिल्कुल, अल्लाह की क़ुव्वत से, अल्लाह की मदद से आप बिल्कुल नाराज़ हो गए हैं. अब मेरी हिंदी निकल आई है, लेकिन आप बिल्कुल नाउमीद हो गए हैं. आप एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहे कि अल्लाह मियाँ आपकी हेल्प कर सकते हैं. आप बिल्कुल होपलेस हो गए हैं. ये बाकायदा एक गुनाह है. आप ना उम्मीद ना हो, आप उम्मीद रखें. होप फॉर समथिंग बेटर, होप फॉर समथिंग पॉजिटिव. वी हैड अ लिटिल IGTV अबाउट मैनिफेस्टेशन, और प्लीज़ इग्नोर द बैकग्राउंड म्यूज़िक. आई एम शूटिंग दिस आउटसाइड. सो डोंट लूज़ होप and also know that there is a time limit for everything. Coming to my third point, the third point is that know that you have some power. You are not helpless and you are not just going with everything and you're not a victim. You have some power. Your power may be limited, your power may be conditioned, but you have power. You are not helpless in any situation. Jitni bhi mushkil ho, you always have choices, you always have the strength. Find that strength, and the choices can be from the smallest thing. You can choose to be happy, or you can choose to forgive and forget, or you can choose to move past it, or you can choose to heal yourself, or you can choose to choose yourself. इतनी छोटी छोटी choices से बहुत बड़ी बड़ी choices तक. Remember that you at least have choices and you are not helpless. You have power. You have power to change the situation. You can always change the situation. The situation is around you. You are not the situation. Okay? So we're gonna go to our part B of this video, which is how you can battle depression through your body. And I'll see you in a bit. Part 2. After your mind, how can you fight off depression with your body, physically? So first thing that I want to talk about is when you hold all of that negative energy, those negative feelings and everything negative that you are holding inside you while you're depressed or while you're going through a bad phase, you have to let that energy and everything out of you and let it flow through you. How do you do that? You try to work out, try to go to the gym, try to go for a run, try to go for just a walk in some nature, some park, some place where it's peaceful. Try to do some physical activity, even if it seems really hard at the moment. Just push yourself and try to exhaust your body. When you're out of your mind and into your body physically, it'll help, it'll heal. I promise, it'll make things easier, better. So part 2 of part B? Does that look like a B? Okay. So part 2 of part B is human touch. Human touch is something that is physical and that can help you go out of your depression or help you cope with your depression. By human touch, I mean hugging your friend, holding a sibling's hand, talking to your mom, hugging your mom, sitting with your parents, just goofing around with your friends. It really helps. Humans are social animals. We require surroundings, friends, and relations, the sense of belonging. Human touch is really valuable in healing. Whenever I feel sad or happy or even excessive emotions, I tend to hug people. I'm a hugger. I really am in love with the feeling of human touch, how it can help and how it can heal, and definitely try that out if you want instant sukoon and peace while you're depressed. Now coming to my point number 3, last but definitely not the least, this is a sure for helpful tip when you're depressed or when you're going through a bad phase. Been there, done that. So the tip is that you break things down. You make things smaller and easier. When you're having a lot on your plate, on your mental plate, that is, you have a lot on your mind, you're going through a very tough time, a depressive time, a negative time, and you already have a lot of thoughts and feelings and stuff going on in your mind and on your head. So what you need to do is you can't think of the future, you can't think of the next day and your assignment and this and that. You cannot take the excess burden on you at that moment. What you do is you break down your day. You just break it down to small tasks. Just getting up, just getting through this day, just getting through this lunch, just getting through the first 5 hours of the day, just waking up, just get through a little piece of that time, and then that is an achievement. It'll feel like an achievement. You haven't been done that, and you need that kind of positivity when you're in a bad setting or a bad situation. So make things easier for you, divide things into smaller pieces, achieve those, have that sense of achievement and that positivity and that help that you would need, that positive reinforcement, as you may say, that you are doing things right and that you can do things right and that things can be good and can be done. So divide your things. Don't take things as a big chunk. Divide things up. Try to get things done slowly and steadily and small. Take things slow. You already have a lot going on, and that should definitely help you cope with things. And last but not least, always remember that nobody's pain is big or small, and everything happens for a reason. It is either a lesson learned. Have a positive attitude towards problems even. Either it's a lesson learned or it's a successful thing or whatever. Nothing is without reason, and you need to have belief in something. If you have belief in religion, you have belief in the power of God and God's will and everything. If you're an atheist, you should believe in karma and you should believe in manifestation and whatnot. There are so many theories out there that you can believe in, and belief is what gives you hope and keeps you going. So I hope you have that, and I hope you like this, and I hope this was helpful. Tell me in the comments below if any of these tips are something that you would consider for the next time. See you later. सारे मसले ना अभी होने, लोगों ने हॉर्न भी अभी हो जाने हैं, पीछे से लोगों ने आना जाना भी अभी है, और बाइक में भी अभी आना जाना है, और सब काम अभी होने हैं, और जब ये हो जाएंगे तो मैं आपसे बात कर लूँगी. मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ. आज इसने मुझे करना ही नहीं है फोकस, पता नहीं क्या ज़िद है. चल लें, अगर मैं नज़र आ रही हूँ तो हम कंटिन्यू रखते हैं. So, part 2. And now there's gonna be a weird person going in the background talking about weird things. This is where I live. I'm waiting for them to go. क्या है? बंदा ये वीडियो नहीं बना सकता. अल्लाह. Part 2. Battling with depression through your body. So, when you have a lot of negativity inside you, और ये मुझे focus नहीं कर रहा, किताब एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती. प्लीज़ मैम साइड पर जाओ. You're not important. I'm not important. Oh God.